Hey guys, welcome to yet another episode of Why This Game Now, and today we're going to be presenting something that I really love, the NBA 2K series, the brand new game in NBA 2K series, NBA 2K14. So as you must have seen in my last video, I put out my player creation screen with the basic setups that we did for my player, but we have a new option in NBA 2K14 which was not there in the previous series, known as the LeBron Path to Greatness. As you may know, that LeBron is the featured player, the cover player for NBA 2K14, and we have a path to greatness option. So let's see what is this path to greatness. So you have two options when you start out with LeBron path to greatness: the Heat Dynasty or a fantastic journey. So I don't know what the hell these two mean. Maybe it means that you can continue with LeBron playing for Miami Heat, and a fantastic journey might have you choosing your own team. So I'm just gonna choose a fantastic journey because I love the adjective fantastic.
LeBron James is at it again with the Heat, ready to bring another title to Miami, along with his counterparts, Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh, and his coach, Eric Spoelstra. It's not going to be easy, though, as the entire league will be looking to knock them off their perch, including a resurgent Kobe Bryant, and an old face no one expected to see back on the big stage again.
So there you have it, the 2013-14 NBA season with the basic layout being produced for us with LeBron James and
While
Miami
much
Heat.
of the talk this season is focused on the possibility that it's LeBron's final campaign in Miami, he's been intent on letting his play do the talking. This rematch of the 2013 NBA Finals is the perfect stage to let the world know they need to end the speculation and start figuring out how to stop the Heat.
So let's go into run it back. That was the option that was there. I don't know what this is all about, but it looks exciting, something new. So we have a game goal. Big night for the big three. Put on a show with the big three: LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh. So let's get into the gameplay moment, guys. And as you may know, I played a few games, exhibition matches with NBA 2K14. It is not that different, with new moves, or rather gameplay being the focus of the changes that you will see from 2013. Or 2K13 rather. But as I said, gameplay wise they have changed quite a bit. But going into the presentation, it's actually quite similar to 2K13. It hasn't changed a whole lot, but I am glad that 2K14 does have new moves, and player specific moves is something that they have put in a lot of effort into. That's great, and who does not like player specific moves, because that helps you connect with the game, because that is what you see on TV so regularly, and then you come into the gameplay and you see the same on the gameplay elements as well. So that's really cool, that's really chilled out. This game launched in India for a very basic price. I was not expecting it to be so cheap, but it was really cheap, and I was surprised as to how they could afford this NBA 2K title to be not priced at the regular PC titles. I'm playing it for the PC, ladies and gentlemen, with my Xbox 360 controller attached to my PC. I'm protecting Tim Duncan with Mario Chalmers. That is just crazy. That's an easy shot. 2 pointers. So this is going to be a matchup of the NBA Finals that we saw last year. It was San Antonio Spurs against the Miami Heat, which Miami Heat did win, not easily though, but they did win it, and it was a fantastic experience for all the LeBron fans, because he was the game changer for Miami. He did what he had to do to win that particular series for Miami Heat. And that's going to be a shooting foul. So that was a foul. Yeah, so that is a foul. Free throws coming up. Green is the one who's going to take it, and that's pretty good. So as you might see that the 2k13 series has been continued into the 2k14. Just as I said, presentation wise you might not see a whole lot of differences. It's like nearly the same, but I wouldn't say as to what is the basic difference. The basic difference is in the particular player moves, animations that you might see, a little hints of animation that really make the difference in the gameplay. So I know I'm babbling about it, but it is good. It is worth mentioning quite a few times. So LeBron James hasn't got a moment to, to show off his skills. So we're gonna pass it on to LeBron and just see what LeBron James can do with it. And that's an easy shot for him. So as I said, I'm playing it for the PC, and I have to say PC is the best platform to render any game, obviously, because if you have a gaming PC, you have much better hardware than the consoles that are available like 360 or PS3, and the PC renders these games really well. I am not playing it currently on a full HD screen, but it is quite beautiful to look at. It renders really good, and PC has the advantage that it can have a very high capacity of RAM, so that makes it much more smoother and much more fluider, I would say, to play a game. I left Tony Parker all alone and he scored his 2 points very easily. So on the PC, the only drawback is you need to have a controller to play games like FIFA or even NBA or something like that, because without the controller it does not make a whole lot of sense to play these games, because these games were built in specifically, like really specifically, for the Xbox 360 controller or the PS3 DualShock controllers, because they play much better with these controllers rather than the keyboard, because the keyboard does not give you as much feedback, as I would say, or as much responsiveness or as much control when it comes to such kind of games where you need to control singular players and you have a team-based game. So I would say that the controller is a must when you play such kind of games, and it makes sense. It's not something that you wouldn't do for a reason, but it makes sense to have a controller while playing these games. And I do own a Xbox 360 controller, so it's a lot of fun playing with the Xbox 360 controller. NBA has always been fun, and I hope that NBA 2K14 is as much fun as well. So we're going to be starting off this series with the LeBron Path to Greatness, and I just hope that this is as good as maybe, say, My Player or something like that. Passing it out. There was no space whatsoever. Quick shot. I went in for the quick shot. It was not good. Did not make a whole lot of sense. Oh, that's a beautiful block. Fantastic by LeBron James. Whoa, and that just showed off his defensive skills, but he got blocked big time on the other end. So the first quarter is nearly coming to an end. We are playing the 5-minute quarter. A lot of fun. And usually what I do is I reduce. That was a shooting foul. I reduce the time to, like, say 2 or 3 minutes per quarter, because that adds a lot of pace to the game, a lot of intensity. But I haven't changed any of the settings. We are playing on the default settings, and that's why we are playing the 5-minute quarter. Fantastic Ray Allen taking the free throws. Ray Allen is one of my favorite players. Moved on to Miami last year from obviously Boston Celtics. One of the greatest players to ever play the game. That's my opinion. I feel that he is one of the best players NBA has produced. The current generation players, I would say. So, and he does his job well. I mean, he's not a Premier League player anymore, so he comes off the bench, but he does his job really well. And he makes sure that he provides the much necessary three-point range to the game of the Heat. So the Miami Heat really lacked, I would say, that three-point game. That they did not have many players who could do that for them. And Ray Allen coming in has provided that option. He has brought that gameplay elements into the Miami's whole structure, whole attacking structure. And it has been fine. He has worked out really well. He has adjusted really well to the particular game elements of Miami, and he has been adjusting well to it. And he has showed off that he could really get going with this particular team, as along with the Boston Celtics. So, in accordance, I have to say that I am really happy to see Ray Allen playing for Miami. I know many of you have not been very pleased with Ray Allen going away from Boston Celtics. Boston Celtics is one of my favorite teams, including Miami. I love Boston Celtics. I just love the way they play the game. It's a really confident team. I know they are not performing up to what they have. I mean, it's not their potential, but still, they are a very good team. But it happens. It takes time. It is one of those things where you need to make sure that all your things are in the right place and in the right environment for everyone to click to make a good team. And that's what Miami has been able to achieve. And I'm sure Boston, with a few tweaks here and there, will be able to achieve the same. The coach for Boston has also left and gone to LA Clippers, if I'm not mistaken. And that was really one of the things that nobody liked. And that was the last second shot. Did not make it. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was the first quarter for LeBron Part 2 Greatness, the first match between Miami Heat and San Antonio Spurs. So we'll be returning in our next video with the remaining game and some useful comments as to what this LeBron Part 2 Greatness is all about. So thank you for watching, and until next time, have a great time.